open slots tomorrow.
Yes, we do. Feel free to schedule, talk about your new products or your business, anything like that. We're in booth 1121, all the way at the end of the convention hall. Also, stop by. We have some drink tickets if we're around and you're around, and we'll share the wealth. Yeah. Otherwise, that's a lot of drinks for us to drink on our own.
Yeah, I don't think they'd let us redeem that many.
Well, and we can't have that many drinks because we will be emceeing the fashion show later this evening. But I will not take up any more of your time, and I'll let the next vendor come in. So I'll see you later.
Sounds great. Thank you. How's it going, Jeff?
Good, man. How you
good,
doing?
Thanks. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thanks for having us on here.
Yeah. So I understand you're here with Wuchi this year.
I am here with Wuchi every year.
That's amazing. Yeah. So I also know that you've ventured out for some exciting new journey that we'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
But before we do, I would just like to chat with you a little bit about what the Halloween Party Expo and what hauntcon kind of means to Cinema Secrets. What's your role in the industry and how do you fit?
So we're a makeup company, foam prosthetics, more for the haunt side. There are still some mom and pops that are carrying foam, which is nice. But makeup, water-based, water-activated makeup is probably one of the big new products for us. It does really well with moms and children.
Yeah.
There was a bug there. Yeah. Are we live too?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Great. So I'm no longer with Wuchi. I work for them, but not for them these days. They have. That's why I'm saying they.
Yeah.
They brought some new masks that are the burlap masks, which are like really popular.
Very
and I believe
exciting.
it's kind of bled out of the haunted attraction industry world into the Halloween world, and they got some really cool masks. So if you get a chance to get over there and snap some shots of that, they're nice.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see those.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, so I have a philosophy and kind of a system that I put together for the haunted attraction industry. As far as using foam and foam prosthetics, most people are scared of it because of the price. And it's not the price of the foam, it's the price of the labor for the artist to do the work. But if you follow my system, which is, say it's a 20 days in a haunt season, you have one character, you want to put them in foam, you buy 22 pieces of foam. You hire the talented artist to paint the foam pre-season. Paint every piece, everything's done. Then you can have any Joe Schmo or any aspiring makeup artist, somebody that wants to get in and learn this stuff, can glue it on, color the edges in less than 5 minutes. So now you've allowed the artist to do their work. You have a great piece. Now you're putting foam on actors that can be right up in your face. They can talk, they can breathe, they can eat, they can drink, and they're not pulling the mask off. There's a place for everything. There's a place for your latex mask. There's a place for your silicone mask. There's a place for your makeup, and there's a place for foam. And I think if it's much easier and cost-effective to use foam over a lot of different things. People think that the airbrush is so fast. Oh, it's quick. That's why we use the airbrush. But really, if you time it out, you put an artist behind an airbrush, they're going to want to work as hard as they can to get the best look. You're going to have to tell them to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm an artist.
Me too. I know from experience.
I've had to really pull the ego out of my brain to get where I am today in the makeup world. To be a part of the Halloween and Halloween attraction world, because you can't. Time is money.
Yes.
And when you're dealing with haunts, you need people out as fast as you possibly can. So back to like the airbrush, you get somebody airbrushing, you think it's fast and easy because you could just and spray it, but time it.
Yes.
See how long it takes. People think maybe you're using cheaper products, liquid latex and some tissue or something like that or whatever, and you think that that's a quick and easy way to accomplish something. Time it. See how long it actually takes to put on all that stuff and then paint it. When you can actually take a foam prosthetic, or even like some of the Wuchis, like little slip latex, glue on prosthetics, things like that. The work is all done. It's already finished.
Yeah. Especially if it's pre-painted, like you mentioned.
If it's pre-painted, you'll save so much time and you'll save so much money, because you can hire that great artist for 1-2 days. Look like, okay, now I know, here's all my colors, and you just go one color at a time down the row,
right?
And you do all your characters like that. And then in 5 minutes, trust me, 5 minutes, you put glue on that thing and you stick it on somebody's face and you go around it like this, boom, they're out the door, they're out working, they're scaring, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I honestly think that's something that you hit the nail on the head with, about time versus cost. Yeah. And I think a lot of people might use the makeup department as a way where they kind of finagle their budget. But I do think you're right. If you're really conscious about time and you really want to have maybe more actors in your haunt and have more makeup on them, there are ways for you to do that with the foam masks.
I'm not saying don't the other products. Right. Because there's a place for them. There's a place for every one of them. Yeah. All I'm saying is just don't be scared of foam. There's no reason to be scared of it. There really isn't. If you are taking in everything I'm saying, give it a shot. We'll be at Transworld. Come see us at Transworld. I'll run all through it with you. I'll run through the products. The glues, the paints, everything that I would use personally, way to save money. Even the packaging, bottling your products, maybe your paints and stuff like that, putting them in different types of packaging or buying different types of product and not leaving the lids open and stuff like that, because you're losing money. If you're airbrushing and you're doing a bunch of airbrush makeups in your haunt and you have artists that are leaving the bottle open, just that little twist on that bottle, $28 a bottle, average cost on airbrush makeup, if you're buying good stuff, and that's sitting there just evaporating. Really.
Sure is.
And when if you do know airbrush makeup, it only takes a couple drops in a gun to get a lot of coverage. It really does. 2-3 drops in a gun, you could paint a face almost.
Yeah.
If you're using it correctly. But those 2-3 drops, they'll evaporate in 5 minutes with that thing open, because most of us are using alcohol-based paints. And that stuff just disappears, man. And it's like money, you're just throwing it away, man. Really?
Yeah, because all goes down the drain.
Yeah.
Now, Jeff, you're actually bringing up a really good point. We really appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us and with everybody in the industry. Right. Haunt Collective is we're a group that believes that information should be shared. Yeah. And there's no reason why we need to hold on to these secrets in the industry and stuff. We're all doing this because we're passionate about it and we love it.
And there's enough work for all of us. As long as everybody just will communicate. I just had a conversation with a guy, and I was talking about explaining my thoughts on the Halloween and the Halloween attraction. 2 different industries. Yeah. But in the Halloween world, through the years, we've seen all the mom and pops disappear. They're just going away. They can't compete with the big guys. So they're almost gone. There's not very many left. You see the show floor kind of dead and out these days. There's not a lot of action. But bringing in the haunt side, if the 2 industries would communicate and just get over themselves, seriously, I'll be blunt about it. And what I see in the haunted attraction industry is that you got companies that are opening up, putting in gift shops. They're buying product. They're buying the product that's from the Halloween industry, because what they're seeing is their customers go through a haunt, end up in the gift shop, strike it when the iron. You got all the product on the wall. I see people soon to buy costumes, makeup, masks, everything, and having it in that gift shop, and you're seeing all the mom and pops come back again. That's what I see, but it's going to take communication.
Right.
If the 2 industries don't communicate, it'll eventually happen. Yeah. But it won't happen as quick as that everybody needs it to happen.
Of course.
But it will take communication. But that's what's happening. And where do the haunts come from? Mom and pops.
Right.
And that's going to bring it all back. And where are they? That's in the heart of where all our customers are. Yeah. The Midwest, East Coast, like out in the sticks. There's our customers. So I would like to see some communication. And when the show goes to Dallas next year, I think it's going to be a good change.
Yes.
Because you're going to be in Dallas. You're going to be in the heart,
Surrounded by,
closer for everybody to get to the show.
Yes.
HauntCon is going to grow. They might think about making the HauntCon side as big as the Halloween side. Seriously.
Yeah.
And then that's going to bring customers, man.
Right.
And then those customers are going to see the Halloween industry, and they're going to see the product,
Yep.
and they're going to start putting it on the shelves.
Yes.
But they got to communicate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think it's important that for the last 3 years, I think HauntCon and the Halloween, Expo has started to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
We open it up for both of those
Yep.
industries to communicate with
Yep.
each other, and we've seen success with companies like Pumpkin Pulp.
They're doing well.
Yeah, they're doing great from the
Yep.
buyers on this side,
Yep.
and
Yep.
then we see buyers on this side doing great, just like you said,
Yep.
from those mom and pops that
Yep.
are building these stores. We just had an interview with someone who focuses on and how that's becoming really important in the gift shops of
It is.
haunted houses.
It is.
So our whole mantra is collaborating.
Yeah.
This industry is fun. We're passionate about it. There's enough,
It is.
and we can help each other by collaborating.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
The industry can grow back into what it once was.
Yes.
If people just get over themselves.
Yeah.
And just work together.
Right.
Because there's enough work for all of us. There's enough work for all of us to have be selling the same kind of product. Another good thing about the attraction companies that are creating product mass and things like that, it's domestic. Everybody's making this domestic. So we're putting people to work, artists to work, that most of the time wouldn't be working.
Of course. Yeah.
I opened a school in downtown LA about a year and a half ago. And one of the things that I try to teach when I go to the trade shows and I'm trying to recruit students,
Yeah.
is that when an artist is looking to become a makeup artist, they're looking at the film world. That's what they want. That's what they want to do. But every job. There's 50,000 plus people trying to get the exact same
Yes.
job, and the Halloween and attraction industry is overlooked by these
Yep.
artists. They'll go to the trade shows, they'll buy the product, they'll look around and everything, but I feel like it never crosses their mind. Where does the product come from?
Right.
Where does it all come from?
couldn't
Somebody
agree
has
more.
to create this stuff, but they're so focused on film.
Right.
And trust me, I've been in this industry for 20 years, and I did my share of low budget and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but I got over it real quick. I found the Halloween world, and I've been in it for
Yeah.
19 years.
Absolutely.
You know?
I'm on the East Coast. I'm a freelance makeup artist out there too, and I
Just born. She's about to turn 1 year old next month. And she has no idea that she's just born into this industry, and she's just gonna love it. You will love Halloween.
Oh, absolutely.
Even
Yeah.
if you don't, you will. You tell every that's great. I love this industry.
Yeah.
Because the Halloween side is a lot different than the haunt side. The haunt industry, the community is so much more together. If somebody screws up, you're going to be called out. You know what I mean? Like if you try to screw somebody over, you're going to be called out. You'll never be allowed back into the industry again, which is great.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into
Of course,
the other
of course.
side.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to. I don't.
Yeah.
burst
But I
in.
mean, I really appreciate that everything that you said here. I can say from experience that you practice. You very much practice what you preach, and that kind of brings me to what I want to talk about is, you still have this amazing relationship with Cinema Secrets. You've worked with them for years, and you've gone off now into your different direction, and you have your own company, but you guys are still collaborating back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Can you just tell us a little bit more about where you're going, your new company, and how that fits in?
So I will always do work for Wuchi and Cinema Secrets. John Stein is my best friend.
Right.
He's pretty much my only friend, except for my wife. But I'll always sculpt new stuff for them, create new product. If he needs help with anything, I'll be there. But I did just open my school about a year and a half ago, and I am creating product as well. I don't want to compete with him, so I'm trying to do everything I can to where we're not competing, but I am sculpting. We'll be at Trans World this year, and I will have, if everything goes well, I'll have 23 new items, sculpts, new foam
incredible.
pieces to come out with, and with the Haunter in mind. Where, as before, like last year, we had a few new sculpts in the lineup. But at that time, I'm thinking more Halloween,
More
and
consumer-based.
because it's a different consumer, it's a different customer.
so amazing
and
to hear.
And I'm making it very, very
Yes.
strong. And I don't recommend that foam is used over again. It should be a one-time item.
Yep.
It's unsanitary
Because
it soaks up all the sweat and oils and everything in the face.
Yes.
But it's requested all the time. Can I use this again? And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna humor. So that's one thing I'm doing. I'm also, the foams, the rotten egg smell, the sulfur and the ammonia. One thing I'm doing is I'm doing additive.
Oh.
So I got clowns that smell like cotton candy or waffle cones. I got like vampire demons that have like a gothic scent to them. So I'm trying to kill it. And I'm also doing colors. So I'm actually, instead of just that raw latex color, I can do just about any color that anybody wants.
Right.
Which eliminates that base color.
And as somebody who
saving money,
who does makeup, I can tell you that is an incredible thing to have a different colored base.
Yep. So I don't know how many base colors I'll actually come out with. It may only be like 3 different ones, like a undertone red,
right?
Don't
maybe
have to
like paint that blood layer,
like a zombie-ish greenish gray color, possibly. Maybe some browns for the animals. We'll see what happens.
That's amazing.
And I don't want to give everything away because I want to show it when we get to the next show in March. But and I'm also doing product as far as paints, glues. I'm doing a cosmetic grade zinc oxide powder that goes on prior to the glue to stop the sweat. I'm working on a sealer. I've been studying cosmetic chemistry on my own, trying to develop my own stuff because I also want to do my fair share as far as saving the environment. I'm not a big climate change person or anything like that, but single-use plastics, man, come on.
Yeah.
So I'm bottling everything in glass, and
so nice
I'm not going to use any single-use plastic.
That's incredible.
So I will be selling, like my paints and glues and everything in 1 ounce and 2 ounce glass bottles, but refill will come in plastic, but it will be a recyclable, 100% recyclable plastic.
That's awesome.
And because like, if I'm painting something, I'm going through all these colors in these little 1 ounce plastic bottles. I don't use those again.
Right.
They go right in the trash.
Right.
How many things do I paint in a year?
Right.
Hundreds of makeups throughout the year, and I'm just throwing them away, man. It's like if you drink 2 or 3 cups of coffee. Exactly. How big is that pile at the end of the year?
Absolutely.
How much plastic's going? So I'm trying to do my part.
Yeah.
Be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Of course.
So there's a lot of things coming out. We'll save some of it for Transworld.
No, of course. I mean, as you should. Well, thank you so much for joining us and chatting with us about Cinema Secret. Congrats on your school.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So happy about that.
Yeah, good luck with your new line. We're excited to see what you bring to Transworld. And we're going to head back to the show floor and kind of catch up with some of our friends as well. And we hope to see you soon. Are you part of the artist...
No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not doing that this year.
People have been asking us if you're going to be there.
I know.
So
I'm going to go over there. It's at, what is it, at 12:30, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to go over there because I want to check out and see what artists are here and what they do and everything. No, I it's kind of like taking the ego out or whatever. I did win the last 2 years. I'm very proud of my work and that, but I want to let somebody else step in there.
Step back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Yeah. Jeff, again, thank you so much for chatting with us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Well, so we're going to go take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in a couple hours with more live feeds and more live video.
Yeah, once my heart stops from beating so hard after you just spooked the crap out of me. Is this a game? Are we playing this game?
No, we're not playing this game.
Okay, because I can come back pretty hard.
No, but see, I just wanted to come out in a way that wouldn't be intrusive with traffic patterns.
Right, okay, yeah, so this was purely logistical.
I'm only thinking of the feed and the look and the aesthetic, and with that said, please don't scare me.
Well, I'll remember this. See you guys.